Taylor!
Welcome back to another day in the Elajas era. I'm your host of the most boast, Taylor Elajas. You doing good? I'm doing pretty good, but are you doing good though? I'm doing pretty good. Today, we are here at Engage My Thoughts, where the topic is why college is a waste of time and money. Now, I'm going to let you guys know you can go against the grain. And my first reasoning of why I believe this is debt. We all know about collegiate debt. We all know what it does to your pockets. We all know what it does to your mind. As you keep thinking, when I get out of college, I have to pay this all back. It has to all go back to wherever I paid. Like, Sally Mae, she's gonna come knocking at your door like, where's my money? And what are you gonna say? I don't have it? No, you're gonna have to pay it. And Forbes says student loan debt is at its highest in 2019. Okay. Also, over 44 million people are accumulating $1.5 trillion in student loan debt. Do you want to be a part of that? You watching this video are probably already a part of it. But you have to think to yourself, is it really worth it? Because my second point, unless you get a degree in math, science, software development or engineering, lawyering, or medical, you're really not going to make that much money. Those are the majors that employers say will make the highest salary. But employers also say the majors that will make the least amount are really majors that I enjoy. Fine arts, English, philosophy, a couple others. But you will make not that much money, but you still have to pay off that debt that you accumulated. Is it really worth it? You have to ask yourself, is it really worth it for me to be spending this much money to get a degree in something that not going to make me that much money in order to, maybe I want to go on vacations. Maybe I want to live a happy, enjoyable life on my terms, but a lot of times it doesn't work out like that because you still have all this debt weighing you that you may not even get to pay off until you die. You may be paying off that debt for the rest of your natural born life. And instead of actually trying to figure out what you really wanted to do, you may end up graduating with a degree in philosophy, but you didn't really actually want to do philosophy because you spent all your years in college doing something that very successful and wise man said a lot of people do, which is spend your college years like high school with more binge drinking.
Work that we care about are figuring out what to do next, not following the person who told them what to do next. And the problem with most colleges is they are high school, but with more binge drinking.
A lot of people don't spend college the way it should be spent, which is trying to find out what you actually want to do, learn, build the knowledge, and then go outside of college and get experience in it. Okay? I talked to an executive producer and host at a production company, and he said college degrees really aren't necessary, but they help validate what you do to people. So he's a host, but he's a host with a degree. So say maybe you're just a host. Some people may say, oh, but do you have a degree? Are you certified to be a host? But at the end of the day, experience is what helps. You could batter into my head how to be a good host, but if I don't have any experience, then I won't be a good host. I didn't get anything under my belt. Very wise man by the name Jay-Z said, when asked in the interview, they asked him, how do you feel when you go into meetings and you're looking at a bunch of people that went to college when you didn't? And he said,
and so when you walk into a boardroom with a bunch of guys in suits who all went to college, you're fine.
Yeah, I mean, because they read a bunch of words. I've lived a bunch of life.
Now that's such a deep quote, because really you need to go out and live life. It's great and very essential to be knowledgeable. But if you're just knowledgeable with no intention of putting that into experience until after you get out of college, when you really have to get a job and start paying back all this debt, you wasted your time. 50 Cent says, I can't teach a class right now. I'm too busy getting money. I'm too busy living life and getting experiences rather than a person that is regurgitating to you information that they really don't even care about anymore because they've done it for 20 years. They can't do that same thing that they're teaching you. Say they're teaching a business class, they can't be an entrepreneur and have a successful business because they're spending their time learning all of what's in this textbook so they can regurgitate it back to you without actually using it. And then you're just taking it in without actually using it. It just doesn't make any sense to me. We need to do better. Or at least think if you actually want to go to college rather than give in to societal norms of going to college. That's the wrong thing to do. Just take what society's telling you to do and just run with it. Well, you don't even really know if that's what you actually want to do. You need to get experiences. You need to live more life instead of taking in more knowledge. Now, all of this can be subjective, okay? But some of the top entrepreneurs in the world did not go to college. The A students work for the B students.
The C students run the businesses, and the D students dedicate the buildings.
These things are real life. These things in real life happen. And I'm not talking about the D, B, C students that didn't do anything and just didn't do well in college because they didn't do well. I'm talking about the ones that didn't do well because they were spending all that time, instead of cramming a bunch of knowledge in their head, they spent time living life instead of reading words. All these entrepreneurs, they've done it. You can too. Go against the grain. I'm Elajas, and I want you to please engage my thoughts. We need to get this discourse going because at the end of the day, you can go to college and you can be successful, but if college is not really what's made for you, understand you can go against the grain. I'm Elajas, and you're watching Engage My Thoughts.